Corey, what's up, bro? First, ready to go. What's going on, my man? What's going on, everybody? Happy What's going on, everybody? Sorry, I think I had a little glitch there, but we should be good to go now. In the chat, guys, let me know if you're seeing me clearly or not. There we go. All right, we're back. Corey, what's up, bro? Hugh, good to see you, my friend. Sorry if my voice is a little echoey tonight. I could not find the cord to my microphone, so we're just gonna have to go old school. Hi, Darla, good to see you. Colin, what's going on? Jason, what's up, bro? Good to see you, my man. Hope everyone's doing well. Gonna give it a few minutes. People are coming in. Dr. B, what's going on, my friend? Long time no chat. Dr. B, you should call me sometime so we can catch up. Actually, anybody that wants to call and catch up, let's make it happen. But good to see everybody. Got lots to talk about. So we're gonna give it a few minutes. Right? Do I have a story? Yeah, Corey, hit me up. I want to hear your story, bro. But we have lots to talk about with the app. I was just reading about Corey's old man truck. Oh, a concrete vibrator is. I think so. Is that what vibrates the concrete out of the sled when you're pouring concrete? If not, then I have no idea. Randy, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. John, good to see you, my friend. Hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday evening. I ran 10 miles today, so that's exciting. My legs are feeling it. Rehab Inc. Who is Rehab Inc. again? I can't remember. Oh, y'all are up in Wisconsin? Oh, that's rad. Not far from Iowa. 5-horse motor on backpack, has a spring load. All right, Corey, you got to tell me that story, man. Jimmy, what's up? Good to see you. Cena, what's going on, my friend? Cena's new consulting company. Boom, there it is. All right, let's give it one more minute. We'll start 5 past the hour, and then we'll get started. Lots to talk about tonight with the token, the coin launch. There's more updates coming in the app. Our web application is soon to be finalized. And that's going to be Frank. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you. Took the teeth 2 weeks ago and almost knocked. Oh man, bro. Do you have to get Corey? You have to get like caps, like fake teeth, or? Dude, that's insane. Wow, man. Glad you're all right though, bro. All right, let's get started, guys. Lots to talk about, and I got to bounce at 7:30, so I want to make sure that we. Oh, the teeth lived. Nice, bro. But want to make sure we cover some important topics. as we get closer to our coin launch, we're going to actually ramp up our AMAs and putting out more videos to talk through the white paper, to talk through the mechanisms and the plan for the token. But first, let's start with the app. So the team is working hard on getting the web application out to everybody. Still a few weeks away from that, but it is mobile responsive. So Android users will be able to start using that immediately as we start to build out the Android app as well. I'll call you on my way home. Okay, cool. See you, Brian. So that's coming. So let me give you guys some new insights that I just learned from Alpaca. When can you transfer from Robinhood? Oh, you can transfer now, Kevin. I got to get those forms out. Alpaca asked me to hold off on those for a few weeks. They were still working on some back-end stuff, but they're ready to go. And so we'll provide those through the support channel here in the next couple of days. So if you go in the app, there'll be a link in support on how to transfer. Hi, Mama. Angie's my mom, everybody. So say hello to my mother. But yeah, so the transfer form is ready to go. I talked to Alpaca on Monday, and so we're going to put that into our support chat. You'll be able to open it in the app, and then it'll have the form for you to fill out, and then it will send directly to Alpaca, and then it'll make the transfer. Okay, so on the app side, so a few things that now that we're starting to make revenue and money's coming in, and then obviously money from the token raise is going to go to a big part of marketing efforts. But something that we have been working on and thinking through as a team internal is how do we start getting our message out about how powerful our application is. And so what I mean by that is if you look at the whole landscape of like retail trading apps in the United States, they have stocks, some of them have crypto, and that's about it. So what our application provides is stock trading, stock shorting, which we're going to start turning on here for those that like to short sell. I don't know what this is. But let's not share links in here unless otherwise asked to share links, please. Yeah, so that link's not from us. Paxop, Donald, please stop sharing the links, bro. I'm gonna have to boot you. I don't know what that is. So yeah, sorry, train of thought. But guys, yeah, let's not share links unless it's directed, just because then we don't know where they're coming from. Hold on, everybody. Sorry, had to block that guy. Corey, if you're in Facebook also, sorry guys, I'm not sure what that link is. Now that we're starting to get some further notoriety, I think people are starting to get their stuff out. But anyways, so what we can do in our application is buy. Obviously, shorting is going to be turned on, but we also have 22 crypto coins. And so when you think about Robinhood, Webull, Public.com, they don't have nearly as many crypto coins as we do. And some of you are going to really like this because you've been asking. I just found out that we have OTC trading as well. And so OTC, for those that don't know, is over-the-counter stocks. So like secondary market, not quite penny stocks, not quite pink sheets yet. Those pink sheets are coming, but we have OTC stock trading as well. And so over the next few months, we're going to start segmenting out like the crypto in the app, the OTC trading. Sean, so I think you just came in right after I said this. The web application, which will be mobile friendly, thanks, Corey, will be done in a few weeks, which will allow our Android users to start trading on their phone or on the web application here in the next few weeks as we build out the Android application, which wouldn't take too long after after that's done. But yeah, for all Android users, our web application is mobile friendly and will allow you to trade on mobile. So back to the OTC stocks. So we'd be, to my knowledge, the only retail trading application, retail focused, that has OTC shorting of securities, 22 crypto coins, and stock trading. So we're going to really start pushing that message out over the next couple of weeks as we start building up the marketing side of things, and once we rebrand from Stonks to Purple Finance. The reason for, and I know this, we've been talking for about a month or so. Hey, Rob, good to see you, man. About the changing from Stonks to Purple Finance. The reason for that is as we venture more into the crypto side of the business, Stonks doesn't really work with crypto. Like, stocks are meme stocks, right? And so, but then as we launch our credit cards and our debit cards and our checking accounts, we wanted to encompass finance, right? And so as we can, yeah, let me, guys, throw your questions in. I'm just going to ramble for a minute and then I'll come back and answer questions. So if you have questions as I'm talking, throw them in there and then I'll run back through it. So Purple Finance allows us to just branch out as a financial, a fintech or financial services technology company. And then it allows us to move into DeFi, which is our long-term goal, is to get into more decentralized finance and then eventually become a DAO. And you know how it's all working. From the very onset, when we started Stonks, it had like a DAO framework in mind, and it's kind of before like DAOs really took off. If you think about the timeline of DAOs, of course they were around, but not really very public. But we had that framework of being user-owned, user-governed, and just run. Well, DeFi makes that awesome, and then the DAO as a model moving forward, as we get further down our iteration, will allow us to actually be a decentralized, user-owned, and governed company. So anyways, I wanted to talk about the features of the app. That there's a lot more power and a lot more flexibility than what we thought we had even a few weeks ago, with the OTCs, shorting being turned on, margin trading, 22 crypto coins, and stocks. And then having our web application is going to allow our Android users as well. Now, in saying that, our web application, we just struck a partnership with TradingView, so all the charting in our web app will be powered by TradingView. So for those that really like charts, for those of you that like to draw on charts and look at RSI and look at different candles, look at different indicators, all that's going to be powered by TradingView, and you will see that in the web application when we launch it here in a few weeks. So really cool stuff there. It's going to be really nice, kind of elevates our game a little bit on the web application side of things. But yeah, let me take a drink of water real quick. Okay, let's move on to crypto. First, let me run through these questions real quick. And then can we do options? Options are not available yet. I talked to John from Alpaca about that. It's going to probably be in Q3 is what they're trying to do. But a crypto wallet, according to their timeline, will be ready by the end of the quarter. And so that will be a custodial wallet powered by FTX. But we will have a wallet integrated into our application, soon in Q3, but it'll be made available to us in Q2. So again, going even further than most retail trading. I know Robinhood just launched one, but this will allow us to get up, essentially caught up with Robinhood on being able to provide our retail traders with a wallet as well. Also, a new Stonks token just launched. Yeah, I saw that. Corey, can we buy more of our shares in app? No, Sean, we can't buy more shares in app. But the token, when we'll talk about the token now, that's obviously going to be governed in a wallet, but that will be made available for purchase both in a private sale and a pre-sale, and then obviously when we hit either Uniswap first or an exchange. Obviously, still working on that, but no, our shares cannot be purchased in app, just because it's a private company, so we can't deal that. Anthony, Corey, yes. Did you see all the new SEC garbage regarding crypto? Hired 20 new lawyers to go after non-SEC compliant coins, tokens, exchanges. I did see that, which is why we took legal advice and incorporated our crypto company in the British Virgin Islands. And so that company is separate from Stonks, and there's going to be or Purple Finance, but that company is separate from Purple Finance, and there will be a co-branding and a co-marketing with Purple Finance and the crypto company. So there'll be utility on our platform provided by the crypto company that's held offshore. But yeah, we're already trying to think through, like, eventually we'll become DeFi anyways, right? So we have a centralized trading mechanism with our stock and crypto trading in the United States. Eventually we want to have an offshore exchange as well, for other people and people that want to, take it into DeFi. We're still working through, like, whether we KYC that platform or follow an FTX model, where I think you can, if you go to ftx.com, which is offshore, you don't have to KYC until you want to pull out like a certain amount of money. And so, still looking through that, but yeah, I did see that, which is why we incorporated the crypto company in the British Virgin Islands, and that was under the direction of our legal team as well. No XRP. Kevin, is no XRP in our? Are you saying in our app? So we get the coins that FTX allows us to have. So if they don't have XRP, then we wouldn't have it either yet. What is the split between the trading platform and crypto for investors? So this goes back to our user-owned methodology, right? So the SEC, as we have known now for about a year, has made it really, really hard to give away shares of the company. So we're memorializing that in token. So everybody that is going to get, when certain mechanisms are hit, like when an account's funded, maybe when you make your first trade, you're going to get 100 tokens or 50 tokens. Don't quote me on the number, but certain amount of tokens, which is going to be profit shared. So 50% of all fees and revenue generated on our platform will be shared with our token holders, which everybody will be a token holder, if you're trading on our platform. And then 50% is going to be with the company. And so with Stonks Trading, but it's going to be doing business as Purple Finance. And so that will be at the company, which will increase also the valuation of our company as well. Eventually, I do want to do, and I'm hopeful for doing this next year or towards the end of the year. I want to do a corporate buyout of stocks. So for those that want to, sell their stocks back to the company, I want to do one of those types of events. Or some of the corporate stocks back, if you want to get your cost basis off the table. So I'm playing around with how that mechanism looks. But I fully believe in, if people want to cash out their cost basis, allowing the mechanisms to be able to do that. Sounds like the way the SEC is moving, they are wanting everyone to KYC hybrid DEX. So Corey, everyone is KYC'd on our platform just because we're a stock trading application. And the reason and we wouldn't really even be dabbling in the hybrid DEX. And so obviously, like, different countries have different laws, and so I may have already missed, but what blockchain are we writing? Michael, I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, we're obviously a centralized exchange in the United States, or partner with centralized exchanges. As on the roadmap, I want to create a DEX with the exchange token attached to it, that will be offshore and governed by governments and municipalities that allow for dexes, and so Bahamas, BVI, Malta, like they all have really really good crypto laws for dexes, and so we'll look into that as we make our way towards that. But for now, like we're making sure we check the boxes that we're not a security token. We are very utility, and then it's held offshore as well. Michael. Okay, so yeah, I may have already missed it, but what chain are we writing? So we most likely will be John Michael. Good to see you, man. We will most likely be ERC20. Don't quote me on this yet, but we will most likely be ERC20. But Thor Chain, we're in talks with them. We're also in talks with Avalanche, and so there are options for us. It will just depend on availability of developers, and then can we get investment from these chains to build on their chain as well. So working through that in conversations with a few chains, but it's essentially like people want us to build on their chain, and they have money for us to be able to seed us building on their chain, and so we're essentially go with the best deal and that what provides the best utility for us as well. I do like Thor Chain because it is cross chain, which is pretty rad, and so that can go really cool into our long-term vision. But yeah, so still thinking through that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's move into the private pre-sale. So this may change just a bit. So I want to preface that. Next week, so we have a really, really good tokenomics team that one of the last projects they worked on, it was like 4 cents in pre-sale, and then within the first week or 2 weeks, I can't remember too much, it went from 4 cents to $4 per token. And so they're the ones that are helping us with our tokenomics and structuring our launch, our TGE. And so I'm really, really confident like we could have some really good momentum. And so one of the things that one of the ways that we're structuring this launch is to do a private pre-sale. In the private pre-sale, so let's talk through the mechanisms here. In the private pre-sale, we're gonna have only $500,000 of allocated, and this may change a little bit, but not much. $500,000 available worth of coin in that private pre-sale. So that is going to come first come, first serve. Whales are not going to be allowed in the private pre-sale. Whales are not going to be allowed, period. We're going to probably cap it until it gets until it gets traded. But private pre-sale, $500,000 in allocation for that at 2 cents a coin. That may change by like a tenth or two of a cent, but not much. So 2 cents per coin in that private pre-sale, $500,000 available allocation. So how do you get into that? So the first is getting on that viral loops list. That's going to be key. So the first, Matt, what's up, brother? So the first 100 people on that list are going to get priority, and then it's going to go 101, 102, 103. This is not going to be reserved for like special investors that get an inside deal. This is for our community and people that get on the Viral Loops platform. Let me put the link. If you guys are not in it, let me put the link in the chat. 1 second. Go ahead and fire those questions off too. I know you guys probably have questions. Let me go ahead and put this in the chat real quick. Okay, so if you're not on that list, yeah, it is the one in Discord, Randy. So I think you're already on it. So if you're not on that list, then you're not going to get the email when the Kyle, what's up, bro? So if you're not on that list, you're not going to get an email when the private sale goes live. So make sure you are on that viral loops. Let me take a drink of water, please. One sec. So $500,000, 2 cents per coin. No minimum. No, the max. We will have a max. I'll make sure I relay that to everybody in that email when it goes live. We don't want someone buying up the whole round. Not a part of our ethos. So 500,000. That's a private pre-sale. Once that round mind you guys, we have about 3 million in committed allocation. So it is going to be very, very competitive. So make sure you're on that viral loops list. And then by referring people, you get bumped up higher. So it's going to come in first, like number 1, number 2, all the way down until it's gone. All right. Ryan, tell Jake to pick me up some whiskey up from Wisconsin, please. Thank you. Okay, that's number 1. Then we're going to go to a public pre-sale as step 2. So 500K private pre-sale. Once that's gone, we move to public pre-sale. That public pre-sale is going to be about 3.5 cents per coin. Okay, so we're going to ramp up until our TGE event. About 3.5 cents per coin, and we're going to do about $1.5 million. That may change from $1 million to $1.5 million. Once that ends, then we're going to go to public pre-sale number 3 at 3.5 or 4 cents at $2.5 million, and then we're done on all the pre-sales. That's going to build up massive momentum into our TGE. And so those numbers may change a little bit, but again, it's very, very important. You will not get an email. And this is not because you all are not OGs. I'm pretty sure all of you are on the list. So this is probably just speaking to the choir. But if you have friends that want in on this, you will not get an email that the private pre-sale is ready to go if you're not on that list, just because we can't hunt everybody down. So please make sure you sign up for that. Or your friends. And then again, how you get bumped up that list is by referring other folks into our private into our pre-sale. And that's it. Like that's kind of the mechanisms for that. The private pre-sale will be handled through what's called the SAFT, which is a simple agreement for future token. Basically, what that allows us to raise some capital, promise you token at that pre-sale, that private pre-sale price, and then build out the smart contracts, and then we'll airdrop token once the smart contract is built. We have identified a few very, very good security firms that also specialize in smart contracts, so I'm confident there. But they do come at a cost, and so a good portion of that, not a lot, it would be about 50 grand or so. Of that will go in the development of the smart contract, and then once the smart contract's done, we'll airdrop those tokens to everybody's wallets in all 3 scenarios. Okay, so onto the tokenomics side of the business. So we have this tokenomics team that's helping us. We have our final draft revision of the white paper next Thursday. We're doing like a workshop boot camp, so like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we're finalizing tokenomics, white paper. And one thing that I want in that tokenomics is realistic APY. And then how do we self-sustain for the long haul? So if you want our AMA, you remember talking about this approach or methodology to how we structure our token, how we create floors, and how we continue with price appreciation over time. It's taking a similar approach to corporate stock buyback programs. So you guys know, which I'm sure a lot of you do, 60-ish% of all corporate profits come from buying their own stock back when it's low and selling it when it's high. We want to do something similar with our treasury to where, let's say price goes to $1, people sell because they're taking profits. well, our treasury can step in, because maybe the treasury sells a little bit at the top to get some dry powder and some firepower. That coin drops to 75 cents, 60 cents. The treasury comes and scoops up the remaining supply, creates a floor, and then we have price appreciation again. So that, to me, is a very transparent, safe mechanism for long-term price appreciation. I don't want to see these, with our coin. We want to make it stable throughout time, because it has real intrinsic value and utility on our platforms, and the services in which we offer. So we're working that into the tokenomics. But another thing, that we're looking at is, can we produce a high APY that's attractive to people to hold, right? Like, we don't want people to sell the token on day 17. Now the team can't. So you'll see this in the tokenomics when it comes out. But the team cannot sell on day one. We have myself included, has a vesting schedule, so that we're preventing any type of rug pull possible. So we have a vesting schedule. We cannot dump day one. My vesting schedule personally is 24 months. I believe it's 18 or 24 months, and so I'll get a little bit allocated to me after a cliff period, essentially. I'm, again, like, you guys know me, this is for the people, not for one guy on the top, to make all the money. So there's vesting schedules, no dumping, but we want to produce an APY that's sustainable, realistic, and that can appreciate over time without crashing the project, right? And so we're tossing around, like, how can we sustain a 40-50% APY for several years, with our token. So I'll have more on that when we finish up that workshop next week. But anyways, that's where we're at. Carlo, what's going on, my man? Do you have a time frame for? Well, I love you too. Much love. Right back at you. Okay. Do you have a time frame for start? I'm assuming this is for the private pre-sale. Do we have a date? Okay, so we incorporated BVI, which is the British Virgin Islands, where the lawyers are getting the SAFT agreements in place. Our registration just cleared, so making sure the operating agreement is solid there. The SAFT is solid. And then as soon as that's ready to go, like, we can launch the private pre-sale. And so now I don't want to just say, okay, it's open now, because I want to give everybody time to get on the list, get your friends on the list, and then start working your way up that ladder. However, I will say, once that white paper is done and the tokenomics are done, so here in the next 10 days, there's Darla, I'll respond to you. If you're still on, I'll respond to your email shortly. So yeah, and so once that's done, we're ready to rock and roll. So let's just say 2 weeks at the max. But we're gonna use this. So I'll be posting every single day, like, updates with the private pre-sale in our Discord, through our community app, through email, through social media. So everybody will not be blindsided when it comes, and we'll do like a running clock or something on it. But yeah, we're going to be couple weeks at the max away from that private pre-sale. Will there be a minimum buy-in pre-sale? Nope, there's no minimum. And so we were going to do a minimum, but a lot of people didn't want to. And so again, it's not my decision only, it's all of our decisions. And so no minimum. Come in with $100, come in with $10,000, whatever you want. All right, trying to stay on top of the pre-sale list, my friend. Carlo, hey guys, Carlo is who you all need to chase. He is cranking. He's at the top of the list, but yeah, he's cranking that out. Also, top 3 are going to split 10K in token value. So it probably won't be at the private pre-sale price. It'll probably be on the second public sale price. Still working that out though. But they're going to split 10,000 those top 3. Are initial investors and ambassadors allocated tokens, or do you have to buy it? Frank, great question. Ambassadors that have been paying, since or just anytime, are going to allocate tokens. It's going to be in our airdrop, and so we have in our tokenomics a certain portion of airdrop tokens. So yes, ambassadors will be given airdrop tokens, and then on top of that, we're still working out how we can give early investors a portion of token as well, like not equivalent, just because we don't have the capital available for that, but giving some of the token as well. So still working on that, but ambassadors will be given token for sure, and then yeah, and we're working out what that looks like. So Darla emailed me, and Darla, I don't think you'll mind because I'm sure other people have these questions as well. So what about all the people in the past that got 5 free shares? So that, again, remember, because we wanted to give 500,000 people 5 free shares of the company. That was premature to promise that because the SEC doesn't allow that. According to the Jobs Act, you can only have 2,000 people on your cap table anyways. That's outside of an ESOP, which is a employee stock option program. And so that's why that is the drive for the token as well. So we're memorializing those free shares in the form of token. So there's going to be steps in which people get free shares. So again, we want all of our users to get some of the token. That token is going to govern what we do. But we have to memorialize those free shares in token form, in governance form, for that matter. And so that's where it's going to come from. Those will also be airdropped over time. But there's going to be triggers, like you have to be in app. So web app, Android, iOS, when it's all complete. You have to be in app, fund your account or something. And then once those triggers are hit, boom, you're going to get some free token. And then that's where we're able to essentially provide that governance with everybody and still stay on the good side of the SEC, because we just can't do it. I know this isn't Stonks related, but I need all your prayers right now. All right, guys, I'm going to throw this up because this is one of our boys. So John Michael says, this isn't Stonks related. This is Stonks related. You're part of the family, bro. But need your prayers right now. Busting my ass to lose 126 pounds and beat diabetes in 7 months. I have a bigger problem. My potassium level is through the roof. Doc said yesterday I have 2 choices. All right, I can't see the rest of it. Beat it or die trying. Been a rough day, fam. Sorry for the downer during such a great news. Yes, I haven't had a drink in 8 months, so I'm drinking at night. John Michael, for one, an insane feat for you to do that. And I know from me and our community and family here at Stonks, like, we're in this with you. Let us know if we can help with anything. So please let us know. But yeah, you'll be in our thoughts and prayers for sure. Yes, I've been an ambassador from the start. Carlo, I know you have, brother. I'm still not seeing payments for my ambassador referrals to my PayPal, but Stonks is getting my payment each month. Kyle, I think you're the only one that has this problem. Let me go in and calculate how your referrals, and then I'll just have to do a single payment. So thanks for bringing that up. I'll look into that. How about us angel investors? Yeah, so anybody that's invested, we're going to try to get some token. I don't know the exact split yet. We're going to have to work that out with our tokenomics team on that. But we're going to get our investors on the angel side and WeFunder side some token for sure. We won't have the Stonks wallet ready before token, I think. So I have another call with Alpaca early next week because they did tell me that the wallet will be available at the end of the quarter, which is right around the corner. And so if that's the case, then yes, we will, because we can just drop the tokens into that. If not, then we'll have to figure out another. I don't want to use MetaMask, but we'll have to figure out another wallet to facilitate the airdrop. No, it's not 1-to-1. So we have 1 billion tokens. That's the cap supply. We're never going to obviously more. It's not one value, 1-to-1. And so, so that's the thinking behind that. Still working through those final things though. Michael, the credit unions are so. All right, so I do have some news on this. So the credit unions are available. The problem is Plaid, which is our platform, and Alpaca and the credit union. Something's happening there to where some credit unions don't talk to Plaid fast enough, meaning our gateway's open for 30 seconds ish, but some credit unions take upwards of 60 to 65 seconds. And it's not Plaid in general, it's the multiple gateways that it has to talk to. So we have our backend architect, our AWS architect, he has to restructure the entire code to allow for that gateway to stay open. So he's working on that right now. Sorry it took so long to figure that out, but you know, it was kind of, we weren't able to find out what it was until a couple weeks ago. So he's re-architecting the entire code, which does take some time, but then that problem will be fixed. Are we still getting shares for our money invested through the investment rounds? Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So all that was SEC compliant. So through WeFunder, through AngelList, you know, through the other raises that we've done. Yeah, you all are on the cap table. So whether you see it or not, you are on the cap table. And so, yeah, so those shares are 100%. It's the free shares that are causing the issue, just because we can only have a certain amount of people on the cap table. Also, for example, WeFunder, that is an SPV. So that's one line on our cap table. So everybody that invested in WeFunder, let's say, I think there's like 380 people, invested in a WeFunder, but that rolls up into an SPV, and the SPV is the only line on the cap table. The same with AngelList. That was an SPV, everybody, or an RUV, I think. But everybody that invested into that under the RUV rolls up into that, and that's a line on the cap table. So that's how we're able to have multiple people invest, but only one line on the cap table. On the free shares, that's not possible. Everyone would be on one single line. Colin, yeah, let me know if that didn't answer your question. Yeah, Carlo, we're gonna make it like a mainstream wallet. It would just be awesome if we had a Stonks or Purple wallet for the public, the TGE, which I think we will be able to. If Alpaca can stay on their, if they can stay on their timeline, then we should be good to go for that. Michael, you're welcome, brother. Corey, good to see you, bro. Cal, let me know if I answered your question on that. Oh, John Michael, I think you came in after this. So the web application, which is mobile, it's a PWA, so it's mobile. You can use it on mobile as well. Will be done in a few weeks. So Android users can trade mobile through the web app, and then the Android will be coming. So that's going to be a short-term fix, obviously, for Android users that want to get in. So full transparency, we should have built a web app first and then built out the application, like the iOS and Android, just so everybody can start trading. But that was a year and a half ago, and we were trying to move fast. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's that. Cool. Okay, guys. Well, I gotta bounce. Again, recap. If you want to get in on that private pre-sale, please be on that Viral Loops. If you have friends that want to be on it, please get them on that Viral Loops. You refer them, you move up, they move up, et cetera, et cetera. You all know how it works. And then it's going to be first come, first serve on that. So anyways, much love to you all. Appreciate all of you. It's going to be a super exciting couple months, but we're about to crank some stuff out and send this shit to the moon. So pumped to have you guys on for the ride with this new iteration on our company. And anyways, have a great night, everybody. We'll talk soon. Cheers.